The last time Prince Harry was in his homeland was last month.
I've accepted this, knowing that it doesn't change who I am or how committed I am.
Harry is very emotional and gets very, very, very angry.
He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
He's a hothead.
He's very intense. He's got the Spencer temper.
Yeah.
And they all have it.
What you may have heard or perhaps read over the past few weeks.
Yesterday, he lost an appeal.
But it would be nice to reconcile.
The Crown didn't just cut him off. They slammed the gates shut, threw away the key, and walked away. Prince Harry has officially been exiled, not by geography, but by blood. No more fallback, no more royal cushion. And what that means could reshape not just one man's future, but the entire image of the monarchy. It's official. King Charles has shut the royal vault on his youngest son. No more financial support, no more discretionary expenses hidden behind royal ledgers. Harry's out, and this time it's not a warning, it's a verdict. This isn't a spoiled prince getting his allowance revoked. This is the monarch of an ancient institution signaling in the most silent way possible that trust is broken. Sources close to the palace say the message was chillingly clear. You made your bed, lie in it. The royal family didn't put out a statement. There was no dramatic interview from their end. There never is. That's the difference. Where Harry used the spotlight to speak his truth, the Crown used the oldest weapon in the royal playbook, strategic silence. But this silence, it's louder than anything Harry has said. This moment wasn't spontaneous. The tension between Harry and the royal family has been boiling for over a decade. Behind the palace walls, whispers of Harry's growing discomfort started long before Meghan ever entered the picture. But once the couple went public, first with their exit, then with their side of the story, it ignited a wildfire. There was the Oprah interview, which shattered global perceptions of the monarchy, then the explosive Netflix series, then the memoir, Spare, where Harry laid bare family secrets, emotional trauma, and deep resentment. And through it all, Buckingham Palace said nothing, but that nothing was everything. Each word Harry spoke chipped away at the royal image. And the more he distanced himself, the more he clung to the benefits of being royal. Security, influence, public curiosity, access. He walked away from the job, but kept the title on his business card. Charles watched this play out with growing dismay. To him, it looked like betrayal wrapped in privilege, a man who left but refused to let go. Let's be honest, Montecito isn't exactly the symbol of humble beginnings. It's one of the most exclusive zip codes in the world, where privacy has a price tag and image is everything. The Sussexes' estate, massive, beautiful, but massively expensive to maintain. Full-time staff, nannies, groundskeepers, chefs, and then there's the security, top-tier teams that cost upwards of $2 to $3 million a year. These aren't indulgences, they're necessities when you're a former royal in a country without palace protection. Then there's lifestyle maintenance, designer appearances, global travel, business meetings, brand obligations. You don't stay relevant by staying home. Yes, they had big deals. The Spotify contract worth an estimated $20 million. The Netflix deal reportedly upwards of $100 million over several years. But here's the catch. Those numbers aren't handouts. They come with deadlines, deliverables, and declining attention spans. Spotify has already pulled the plug. Netflix is quiet, public interest dimming, and when the buzz fades, the income follows. So where's Meghan in all of this? Nowhere, at least not publicly. No podcast, no sources close to Meghan feeding the press, no calculated appearances at charity events, just silence. But insiders say behind closed doors, the mood is very different. She's reportedly furious, not just at the royal family, but at the shifting narrative. The plan was to take control of the story. Now it's slipping through their fingers. Their brand was built on transformation. They weren't victims, they were trailblazers, authenticity, mental health, empowerment. But the world is tired, the story feels familiar, and when the plot stops evolving, people stop watching. In the early days, they were heroes to many, two people who walked away from a golden cage and dared to start fresh. But now the tone is changing. Even among supporters, there's a new question in the air. What else can they say that hasn't been said already? The press is starting to speculate more openly about their financial situation. Headlines ask whether Harry is struggling to stay afloat and whether Meghan's Hollywood return can fix what's falling apart. And this is brand damage in real time. The couple built their empire on the idea that they were free, thriving, and independent. But when your independence becomes a struggle to survive, that story starts to crack, because people want strength, not strain. They want redemption, not repetition. King Charles didn't just make a decision, he made a statement of finality. Years of restraint led to this. From inside the palace, the sentiment is sharp. You can't keep torching the family and expect them to keep footing the bill. Even Prince William, who's long tried to avoid the mudslinging, reportedly supported the move without hesitation. He's been quietly done for years. Every new Netflix trailer, every leaked clip, every emotional reveal, it all reflects on them. Staff feel it, courtiers feel it, even the Queen's legacy gets tangled in the fallout. This wasn't about cutting off money, it was about reclaiming control. So what happens now? That's the real question, because the safety net is gone and the public, well, they're watching like hawks. There are whispers of downsizing, of scaling back staff, of selling parts of the Montecito property. Insiders say the couple is quietly auditing everything: investment portfolios, contracts, future options. Harry may soon have to choose between public vulnerability and private reinvention. And here's the kicker: he's never been more visible or more alone. He left the institution, but he can't leave the name. He's no longer working royalty, but he'll always be Prince Harry. That contradiction defines his life now. He's trying to build a future while the past trails behind him like a shadow. He has 2 young children who will grow up in the glow of a legacy they didn't choose. And what does he want to show them? That you keep swinging at ghosts forever, or that you stop, rebuild, and evolve? This is the moment the world will remember. Not the exit, not the interviews, not the drama, but what he did when the crown disappeared for good. Make no mistake, the palace didn't whisper, it roared. With a single silent gesture, it said, "We're done." The crown isn't just a title, it's a system. And once you walk away, you walk alone. But maybe, just maybe, this is where Harry actually starts. Not with cameras, not with confessionals, but with purpose. Because when the safety net disappears, you either fall or you fly. And right now, the world is waiting to see which one it will be.